Hello, I'm Sebo from Cowboy Studios, and today I wanted to show you how to make your own NPC in the Divinity Engine and equip them your custom item stuff. First of all, I'm German and Arnold Schwarzenegger was born around the corner, so please miss me my faults in the language. And who Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, go to the chopper. Let's start it. So, for example, I will show you my custom made NPC that are shown here. It's a storm and guard for my actual working on mod, the WoW mod, and here you can say it has an own visual set with different colors, and this guy is called the storm and guard. Was equipped the Storm Guard sword and the Storm Guard shield. Okay. So, before we can start, we have to unpack the main pack in the Divinity data folder. In your data folder, you see these pack files. We need to unpack the main pack and use some stuff of it for our mod to create our own root templates. These pack files here are used by the game and contains the main campaign and also the stuff that the Divinity Engine used. To do this, we use an external program, the LSTool. I posted a link in the description where you can download it. You can download it on the Larian form, and after you have downloaded it, you get this zip file. Extract the content of the zip file wherever you want. After this, go to your unpacked directory and open the Divinity ED. Go to Tools and choose the Unpack Pack LSU file. Now you have navigate to your Divinity Original Sin data folder and choose the main pack. Click Open. And now you have to select the output directory. I don't recommend to do this in your Divinity Original Sin data folder because the Divinity Engine uses the pack files in the data folder, and if you unpack these pack files, the Divinity Engine will show you in the resource manager the folder structure twice and get very slow by searching some stuff. I don't know why this happens, but I don't recommend to do this. So choose an external directory. For example, I go to Tools and create a new folder. Named it tutorial, choose the folder and extract the file. This will take some time, so we make a short break. So, after the unpack is complete, you find in your folder a mod and the public folder, and in the public folder, the main folder, and in the main folder, root templates folder and the stats folder. The root templates folder contains all of the root templates LSP files that are needed to create new root templates in the Divinity Engine, and the stats folder contains all about abilities, treasure, weapons, item stuff. Yes, now we can start with creating our new mod. For this tutorial I create a new module, name it tutorial, and with the package in it main. Click create, and it's creating our module. And after this short period of time this has created the module, we have to set up a new level. For example, tutorial NPC, level for the NPC, where the NPCs can walk on. Get up a terrain, for example, make it quite bigger, and select basic texture. Okay, so we have the terrain, and there are two types of NPCs. You have the player NPCs, for example the male player, it's shown here, crazy dude with his hair on it, like a monk, and the NPC, click the male legion, Scythial NPC legion. These templates are used for the Stormwind Guardian. So, and what we can say now is that the models of the characters are in different sizes. That's important when you want to give your NPC some stuff to equip. That's not different between weapons and shields, but for the armor and head, boots and something, because the armor in the game is created for the players only, and so if you want to equip them on NPCs you get a clipping issue. So if you want to create an NPC with equipped of the player armor, you have to use the model of the players. So now we can create a new NPC on creating a new root template and fill up all of the settings manually. The faster way to do this is to create a new from the selected. But before we can do this, we have to set up the equipment of the later NPC first, and also the stats, because you later can't modify the root template. You have to create a new root template from the base root template. So it's better to make things first. So now we have to copy the root template from our unpacked folder that are shown in the public main folder, and navigate to our mod folder in the Divinity Original Sin data folder, public, and the mod folder. Now we have to copy the content from the root template folder, including the folder, into our mod folder, and also create a new folder that is called stats. In there we have to rebuild the folder structure of the stats folder shown on the left side. Go in there and copy over the equipment txt. That's the file that contains all of the equipment groups you can choose by creating your root template. And also we need a data folder and copy the character txt. This file contains the stats of your characters. So now we have to set up our equipment, our dude. So you can open this txt file with a normal Windows Notepad, but the format is very terrible. I recommend to do this with Notepad++. In this file you see the new equipment type, the name of it, and the items that are included in this group. For this example we can delete the rest of the things, because at first the engine will load this file from the package in the Divinity data folder, and after this it will load your modded content, so you can overwrite existing content in the game and also create new things. So we change this the name to tutorial and it's NPC. Save it, and that's it. And we have to do this also with the character txt. And here you have the entire it's called base, it's for basics. And after this you find also one of hero. Now I want to choose the hero, the male hero fighter. You can delete the female fighters, finding here the hero fighter level 10 we use for our awesome dude. Also can delete the things that written down there, many things. Contains all the characters in the game. And why we also use the top entire hero, because it's of the using string here, because this entry is called hero and it contains all of the basic stuff about heroes, and the game will load the first line and then will load the underneath line, because these string are also using the hero string and modified some stuff. So we can rename this to tutorial earnings NPC and modify some things like that's the act part, it's the level, and get more strange up to 5 and dexterity up to 10 for example. It's very powerful, but for these things we want to use these. Now you can save it and go back to your Divinity Engine. So, sorry folks, my mistake. After you make your change in the equipment txt and the character txt, you have to restart the engine. It's possible by closing the engine and restart it and open up your mod. Then the engine notice about the changes in the root templates, and we can navigate to our NPC male legion, I think. That's it. And here now we can create a new from the selected. So, first of all, I think that's typically chosen. If it's not, you have to navigate to your root templates. In the data, the public folder and your mod folder, choose the root template, and because we're creating an NPC, you choose the root template of NPCs LSB. Then you set up a name, tutorial NPC. These are the physics stuff that used for the NPC. Can change it about in the resource manager. For now we will take it alone. That's the visual resource, that's the basic mesh, and that's the visual set. The visual set you can change also by deleting some stuff and also adding some stuff. To do this, open the resource manager and take on the meshes and look for NPC underneath mail, the exits, and that's all the meshes that are used in the game. Now we want to go to the ghost, and it's the arms, and you also can display bodies in the arms section, but that doesn't look very great, so we need to go on the arms like D, add some stuff and use it in here, and you have a crazy dude with ghost hands. It's pretty cool, I think. And also you can modify the colors that are setting up here. Typically you have 3 color sections. It's the color about the skin color, about the hair color. You have to add something because I can show you the changes. Use these, crazy dude. And the third color is up for the armor displays. So replace the red with some pink and the blue with I like orange. Yeah, it's the crazy Power Ranger. Okay, after you do this, click on save and give them an alignment. The alignment I think it's for the groups in the game on later story, so you can take them tutorial steel, for example. I will take this in later tutorials to show what to do with this. And now on the equipment. We have to set up the tutorial NPC, and that's the thing why we have make the entry in the txt file. So now the NPC will spawn with the equipment that is set up in the txt file. If you remember, we set up the 2 larger healing potions, and you can change this to sword and shield and whatever you want, make new entries. After this, here you find the gender, it's the male, it's the group. You can also change the group by deleting the legion and make the tutorial NPC here, add something, apply. The hit FX is the sound that is played when the character is hidden in combat in the game. That's the icon that is displayed in the game. You can also change it by clicking this button. don't take these checkboxes because typically it's player. It's important if you want to that your NPC is the player character for the game, but you can also edit it manually later. It's not important for the root template. The basic script, the speaker overwriting, leave that alone, and the stats, change the stats to tutorial NPC, and that's all. You have also the scale, rendering settings, and walking speed. You can also change. Now we set up a name of this, make it tutorial NPC and eyes, and create this guy. Now we find it in our root template folder and place it in there. And now you see you have a crazy dude, and you also can add it in the sidebar, the properties, and change some things. But you can't edit the visuals later. You can only edit it by creating new root templates. But you can also create a new one from this by creating from selected and change the visual whatever you want. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoy.